Amanda Bynes arrested in New York City. The fact that you've been rooting for me for years. I don't want to keep my father pleased. And that's why I said I want to like for him as a child star. Amanda Bynes appeared on many comedy TV shows, including her own Nickelodeon series, The Amanda Show. She won several awards and became one of the most promising actresses of her generation. She also appeared in several feature films as a young adult, and everyone knew her face and her name back then. However, her rising career was cut short when she announced her retirement in 2010, when she was only 24 years old. But this didn't mean that it would be easy for Amanda to escape the public eye. Since then, she has been constantly making the headlines for her erratic behavior that includes several arrests for drunk driving since related instances, and a conservatorship that doesn't allow her to make decisions on her own. But what really happened for Amanda is to go from the peak of her stardom to her downfall. By 2010, Amanda already had a great acting career after starring in series like All That and huge movies like Hairspray. But life started to get complicated for her after she abandoned her role in the movie Hall Pass, starring Owen Wilson and directed by the Farley brothers. The official reason for the dropout was a scheduling conflict. However, sources have said that Amanda would show up unprepared to set and that her attitude was paranoid and fearful. These would be the first signs of Amanda's increasingly strange attitude. That same year, Amanda announced that she was stop acting. If I don't love something anymore, I stop doing it. I don't love acting anymore, so I've stopped doing it. I know 24 is a young age to retire, but you heard it here first. Amanda tried to stay away from the spotlight for a while, and there was a 2-year period where little was heard from her. But in 2012, she would make her comeback, not in a movie set, but to the newspapers. That year, Amanda was involved in 7 car incidences that included hit and runs and driving under the influence. On May 23, 2012, Amanda's misconduct reached a new level when she was arrested for possession. Supposedly, the police were called to Amanda's door after an officer had seen her smoking in the lobby of her building. While talking to herself, Amanda opened the door for the police and then panicked and threw her bong out of the window. Luckily, it didn't harm anyone, but Amanda was still charged. Amanda spent the night in jail, and the next day she showed up to court in the same clothes and the platinum wig she was wearing at the time of her arrest. A few days later, she shared a Twitter note where she denied everything she's been charged for, claiming that she didn't drink or do anything else. She ended the tweet by saying, "I'm getting in shape and getting a nose job. I'm looking forward to a long and wonderful career as a singer-rapper." Sadly, that was not the end of it, and Amanda's behavior was about to get even more bizarre. In 2013, Amanda's presence on Twitter became very weird. She started posting tweets about Hitler and the Germans, and also calling people ugly. Zac Efron, Miley Cyrus, and the Obamas were among them. Later that year, Amanda was put on a psychiatric hold after she set a small fire in the driveway of an old woman, one of her parents' neighbors. After this incident, Amanda's parents decided that she couldn't look after herself, and they filed for a conservatorship, which they said was for her own protection and the protection of her considerable assets. But despite the conservatorship, Amanda's mental health was still declining. And by October 10, 2014, she tweeted a series of very serious accusations against her father, claiming that she had treated her badly when she was a kid. Amanda said, "He called me ugly as a child and then asked me if I wanted to have with him. And I did not know how to respond, and I said no. And then I was forced to live with my dad, which was a total nightmare." She ended up by saying that she was getting a lawyer to get a restraining order against her father, Amanda's family. And their lawyer firmly denied the accusations and expressed being heartbroken by them. Amanda's mother, Lynn Bynes, said, "These allegations stem from Amanda's mental state. At the moment, they have no basis in reality." That same day, Amanda, hers, self-rectified those claims by saying, "My dad never did any of those things. The microchip in my brain made me say those things, but he's the one that ordered them to microchip me." Amanda was clearly not well at this point, and shortly after tweeting that she was placed on psychiatric hold again and was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and manic depression. After this, things started to get a little brighter for Amanda. She went back to living with her family and enrolled in college to study at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising Law. She looked happy and healthy, and her family's attorney said that she was doing great. In 2018, she had an interview with Paper Magazine where she admitted being ashamed and embarrassed by her previous behavior. It makes me feel so horrible, sick to my stomach, and said everything I worked my whole life to achieve. I kind of ruined it all through Twitter. People thought that Amanda's regrets were a good sign. Amanda said that she had been sober for 4 years and that she had already graduated from the Fashion Institute. So everyone was hopeful that she had turned her life around. After that, she kept a low profile. But by the end of last year, things started to change again. On December 30th, 2019, Amanda posted a selfie on Instagram with a new face tattoo in the shape of a heart. There was no caption, only an alien emoji. This made some fans very concerned that she would soon start to get out of control again. And apparently there was some truth in that, because since then things seem to be slowly falling apart. On Valentine's Day 2020, Amanda announced her engagement to Paul, Michael, whom she met in rehab. Some reports say that 3 weeks after she announced the engagement, the couple split up, but apparently they reconciled the next day. Amanda also posted a video introducing Paul to her followers and claimed she was very happy. "Hey everyone, this is Paul, my fiancé. What's that? I'm so lucky. As you can see, he's dropped and gorgeous. All right, and he's also the best person on Face View, but I just wanted to post a video to say I'm sorry to everyone whom I called ugly on Twitter. I was feeling so ugly at the time, it was really hard for me to express myself at the time because I was so drugged out, and now I've remained sober for over a year. Same with Paul. And I just want to let you know that I love you guys, and I'm so happy now I feel like I got what's mine." But does she really look happy? Amanda claims to be very in love with Paul, and she's very excited to marry him. But sadly, there are some obstacles on the way. Amanda's mother is still her conservator, so Amanda cannot legally get married without her approval. According to some sources, Amanda's family haven't met Paul yet, and they feel it's not in her best interest to get married. But that's not all after the engagement announcement. Another strange thing happened on March 17th. Paul shared a picture of sonogram as well as a selfie with Amanda with a caption "baby in the making." Amanda shared the sonogram to her own profile, but both her and her fiancé quickly deleted the picture. Amanda's lawyers denied that Amanda is expecting a baby and asked for privacy for her and her family. He also said that she's receiving help for her mental health issues and that she's sober, and now in the beginning of December and 6 months after not being photographed in public. Amanda was just seen with Paul in Los Angeles. Her friends and lawyers say that Amanda is now in a much healthier place. However, she's still under her conservatorship and not living with Paul. But in a sober living community, there is no information on whether she's going to get married to. Soon, her social media accounts are inactive again, so there really is no way of knowing how she actually is doing. Amanda is not the first celebrity whose childhood fame had a negative influence. We only need to think of Britney Spears, who is also in a conservatorship, and Lindsay Lohan, who also shares with Amanda what some people call chaotic energy. What do you think it is that makes some child stars go wild as adults? Do you think Amanda is in a better place now mentally, or did her family just get better at keeping her problems private? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below.